guys, Unicorn Ponzu here. Welcome back to another video. I know I'm a little bit late with this one, but like I had things and stuff to do. I know, how rude. But anyways, Chantal uploaded another mukbang and it is called Fettuccine Alfredo and Double Smash Burger Mukbang with some emojis. But with that being said though, let's see what Chantal has to say today, shall we?
Hello, foodie beauties. Hello. Hello, guys. Hi. I have a special mukbang. Well, it's kind of like the rest, but food-wise. Today we're gonna eat some fettuccine alfredo with chicken.
No, she doesn't seem bothered at all, guys. What do you mean? She seems perfectly normal and fine.
And a smash burger. And yum. Let's dig in. Bismillah. Smash burger, 1, 2, 3. I'm very happy to have this meal. I'm very thankful. And to drink, I have Barbican. Have you ever had that? It's like a malt beverage. It's really good, fruit flavored. And the rest of it is Parmesan, which means emergency Parmesan shopping coming soon. When you order pasta from anywhere, it should be obligatory to have that. All right, let's dig in. So this is a smashed cheesy smash burger. Yum. Brioche bun looks like. Pickles, onions, ketchup. Double patty, beauty bite.
We're good. We don't need a close-up, girl. Come on.
Oh my gosh, out of this world.
No, definitely doesn't look like she wants to pounce to the screen and start to strangle people at all. Not at all. No, she seems perfectly normal and composed and everything's fine.
I think strawberry. Yeah. So guys, this looks like more like pappardelle than fettuccine. There's broccoli, chicken, mushroom. And speaking of mushrooms, I thought I would talk to you guys about this case that I came upon on TikTok. I follow a lot of true crime on there. I don't know, it's just the strangest case, but
Holy mother of blinking, like just...
I don't know, it's just the strangest case, but very tragic. So like any cases I discuss on my channel going forward as well, because I haven't really done many cases yet, but I plan on doing more videos like this. If you enjoy them, my heart really just goes out to the victims in all of this, because at the end of the day, it is a tragedy and lives were lost. There's this case that happened July 29th in the rural town of Leongatha in Australia. I can't even tell, they actually use a light cream sauce in it, apparently. So in this town in Australia, on the 29th, a woman named Erin Patterson, she cooked a lunch. She had a luncheon for her former in-laws. You know, her in-laws were present, they're some of their relatives, and she did invite her ex-husband. For whatever reason, he was busy or something and couldn't attend. So she ended up making them a dish that had mushrooms.
Ooh, I was thinking that we were gonna like lead up to something, but just mushrooms. Yay.
Nothing tasted out of the ordinary. But then, several hours later, the relatives became very ill with flu-like symptoms, nausea, getting sick, whatnot. Ended up in the hospital, and sadly, 3 of the relatives succumbed to the illness and passed away. One of them is still in the hospital fighting for their lives, awaiting a liver transplant, because whatever they were affected by targeted their liver aggressively, causing their organs to shut down. So eventually it was revealed that Erin had prepared a dish made from possible death cap mushrooms. Now, death cap mushrooms are the deadliest mushroom on the planet, but they kind of like look and taste just like regular mushrooms, apparently. They don't taste poisonous, which makes them dangerous. Because how many times have
does carbon monoxide smell like poison? And does it taste like poison? Girl, a lot of things don't.
Walked through a forest and seen a bunch of mushrooms and thought, oh wow, I wonder if I could eat those, you know? Well, don't. You never know what they are, and they could be poisonous and deadly. Now with death cap mushrooms, it takes like can take several hours to fall ill. And by that point, you just think maybe food poisoning or flu, you know, you just kind of wait it out. And by that point, it's too late, tragically. So she's actually a suspect right now because there's an investigation going on, and the plot thickens because the ex-husband reported that last year he had fallen ill himself and ended up in the hospital for a long time with a very mystery kind of gastro illness. And I mean, they thought he was going to pass away several times. So that they find to be a little bit of a weird coincidence. And the fact that the in-laws were targeted in this case, in this poisoning, is something a bit suspect and something to take seriously and not just ignore. Another thing that they discovered was a food dehydrator that had been disposed of at a local tips, which is like a disposal site, like a waste disposal site, kind of like a landfill. And they are currently testing it because it is believed to belong to Erin Patterson, and they're testing it for traces of death cap mushrooms. So it's looking less and less good in her favor, you know? Also, she didn't get sick at all.
Yeah, isn't that just a little bit weird? How everybody else, even like the in-laws and stuff, they got sick, but like she all magically, nope, she's fine. Everyone else just randomly ate mushrooms.
I think her and maybe her children or something. I don't remember exactly if the children were there, but I think there were children there. They didn't get sick, and she coincidentally didn't get sick. Now, I know people argue, you know, you could just say that you don't like mushrooms. Maybe she hated mushrooms. Fair enough. But then why make a dish that you yourself can't enjoy with the rest of the people? Why make mushrooms if you don't like them? Maybe for other people, but it just...
Yeah, for other people, because it's not all about you, Chantal. I'm very sorry to tell you that. Okay, if I ever go to a place and I don't like food, I'm like, oh my god, how dare you make carrots? Oh my god, ew. Why would you do that to me? I hate carrots. How absolutely dare you? just like, oh, there's carrots, cool. I'm not gonna have any, but like, thanks.
makes sense. If you hate them so much, why would you even think of making a dish with mushrooms? Even for other people. I mean, you know, you could easily make something else that everyone would enjoy together. So I'm not being accusatory. I'm just going by what I'm hearing on the news. To me, it looks fishy, especially with the dehydrator and then the previous incident with her ex-husband, you know, inviting it's almost one of those, like, I've seen a lot of forensic files and there's like these perfect crimes.
Oh, we got a pro here, guys. She's seen a lot of forensic files. Yep, I've seen a lot of murder mystery and makeup, so I'm obviously like a pro at this too, right? Aqua Tofana. I had to, I'm sorry.
Cases where it's just, you know, people you hate get invited to a luncheon prepared by you and everyone gets poisoned and they blame it on like food poisoning or, you know, I didn't know, you know, ignorance. I didn't know they were poisonous mushrooms kind of thing, which it could be because there still wasn't a motive revealed as to why if she was complicit and unaliving them, why would she do it? You know, they would have to be close enough, I would think, that they would all go to dinner together. They would have to be on friendly terms, right? So who knows?
No, we'll be here. Don't take any time out of your sweet burger time to make any sort of comments or anything. We'll be here, girl.
I hope that the man who's in recovery right now pulls through. And if he does, down the line, he might be able to share some of his story. But I think when she was interviewed about the situation, she like misspoke and talked about him in the past tense, which investigators did catch that slip up.
I'm only hearing her version of events, so it's hard to tell like what's actually true, what's kind of being left out in this equation. But, you know.
I guess we'll see what happens. Either way, very tragic. Honestly, it was eye-opening for me, this case, because like I said, you go for walks in forest and you think...
I mean, ma'am, that kind of requires you to do walks in the woods. When was the last time you ever went inside of the woods or like outside without sounding like girl? Chantal is just an avid frequenter of forests now. Okay.
I wonder if those mushrooms are edible, just like mushrooms in the store.
I feel like at like age 5 or so, you're taught like, oh, don't eat those. Those aren't the ones like in the store that might be bad for you. And you go, fine, I guess I'll just wait and buy the ones at the store. I feel like this is like common knowledge, Chantal. It's just so ridiculous how her mind works. Just okay.
They should probably put a sign if there are, you know, if it is a region where they grow a lot of death caps, or where, sorry, I should say a lot of death caps grow, they should maybe warn people and say, you know, if you see any wild mushrooms, do not pick them, do not eat them, leave them alone.
But also, I feel like if you live there, you should already know not to pick up mushrooms off the ground and eat them without doing your research to make sure that they're not poisonous. That might also just be like, my logical side of my brain going, don't eat that, it might be poisonous, but who am I to say at this point?
Same thing with anything poisonous. There should be a warning because a lot of people are not, aware of that, me included.
This is also the woman that thought that carbon monoxide was inside of sodas, like that made the bubbly fizzy part of the soda. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt, everything that she's saying.
I mean, there's like an instinct in me that says, don't eat it, which is, I'm thankful for that. But anyway.
I mean, if that were the case though, girl, would you be in this predicament? If you could like expand that a bit broader to more foods and things in general, that would probably be a great thing to learn.
Way, the people eating the food probably didn't even know that they were picked like death caps.
My God, is she like insinuating that, oh my God, is this a death cap? Don't mind if I do. Girl, they didn't know that they were death caps. They probably look like any other mushrooms because who second guesses mushrooms? I'm laughing. It's just like, duh. Of course they didn't know that it was death caps. Oh, why is she she's just one of the densest people I've ever seen. Just, that's all I'm going to say on that.
They would not be able to tell just from taste, apparently. But if this victim comes to and survives the ordeal, he'll definitely be able to give more details. I did hear in one news report that she first claimed that she got them from a market. So, and then her story changed. So there's just a lot of things that make her look suspicious. So as of right now, she's just a suspect while we investigate more. Because, that's how the law works, right? You can't just be arrested instantly. There has to be an investigation that takes place.
Wow, I would have yay. Chantal knows the basics of law. Yay, I would have never known that information without her explaining that to me while she's stuffing herself with Alfredo. Would have never, ever guessed.
The more evidence, the better. That was a very good Alfredo. And the burger's really delicious. I think smash burgers are my new favorite form of burger.
Why? Because you can just smash in your mouth within a few bites and it's gone? Yeah, probably.
I hate thick, like roundish patties with like...
Ma'am, if it's even in roughly the shape of a burger, you're gonna eat it. What do you... I love how she's just like, I hate burgers that are... Girl, if it's food, you're gonna eat it. Let's all be honest here.
Medium in the middle. Oh. Any meat I eat has to be well done.
Well, even if you and Saw were doing it, he's definitely well done with you. I'm sure of that. I had to. Come on. The moment was there. I had to. Not bothered or anything, guys.
So this drink, I forgot to explain. It's a fizzy drink, sort of like soda.
After she's done eating, and this is the end of the story. This is now, right now, this very moment is when she decides to explain what the soda is. She just said food. Oh my God, food. And it's just like, oh right, the soda. So guys, this drink is like soda. Girl, come on. If you're gonna do this, at least do it right.
And it tastes like strawberry.
Wow, I would have never guessed why. This drink tastes like strawberry. Why? I wonder why. Isn't that just very weird? Just very odd. Very odd that this would taste like strawberries. I would have never gotten the hint.
But it's a malt drink, non-alcoholic. It's really good. Very popular here in the Middle East. Those burgers were so good. It was a double patty, but because they were smashed and well done, it just tasted like one larger one. And they were seasoned to perfection. It is so important to properly season your meat.
Oh my, no, you can't pay me to sit through this like little mini lecture about seasoning your beef with a fast food joint. No.
And these burgers had a lot of salt.
No.
Delicious. I would eat this again.
Okay, so we're done here. So she more than likely took a bunch of liberties to cut a bunch of corners to, tell the story, I'm sure. I saw something about this story this morning, but it was like a multi-part series, and I was like halfway through. I'm just like, I really don't care to see, like, you know, like what happens, or trying to find the first part and watch it. I was like, but kind of regret I did that now. But you know, anyways, regardless though, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.